plan, just vibe, that's what I'm about. Heading downtown with the whole crew. Anything can happen, yeah, it's something new. We own the night, the city's alive. Yeah, we own the night, feeling so live. We own the night, yeah, we own the night. Yeah, we own the night, till the morning light. Yeah, the city lights calling out. No plan, just vibe, that's what I'm about. Heading downtown with the whole crew. Anything can happen, yeah, it's something new. We own the night, the city's alive. Yeah, we own the night, feeling so live. We own the night, yeah, we own the night. Yeah, we own the night, till the morning light. Yeah, the city lights calling out. No plan, just vibe, that's what I'm about. Heading downtown with the whole crew. Anything can happen, yeah, it's something new. We own the night, the city's alive. Yeah, we own the night, feeling so live. We own the night, yeah, we own the night. Yeah, we own the night, till the morning light. Yeah, the city lights calling out. No plan, just vibe, that's what I'm about. Heading downtown with the whole crew. Anything can happen, yeah, it's something new. We own the night, the city's alive. Yeah, we own the night, feeling so live. We own the night, yeah, we own the night. Yeah, we own the night, till the morning light. Yeah, the city lights calling out. No plan, just vibe, that's what I'm about. Heading downtown with the whole crew. Anything can happen, yeah, it's something new. We own the night, the city's alive. Yeah, we own the night, feeling so live. We own the night, yeah, we own the night. Yeah, we own the night, till the morning light. Yeah, the city lights calling out. No plan, just vibe, that's what I'm about. Heading downtown with the whole crew. Anything can happen, yeah, it's something new. We own the night, the city's alive. Yeah, we own the night, feeling so live. We own the night, yeah, we own the night. Yeah, we own the night, till the morning light. Yeah, the city lights calling out.
Hello, स्वागत है आपके पे से मेरा आवाज जा रही है लिखने पर या फिर हाँ जा रहा है एनीवेज अभी अपन अरे ये लैग क्यों हो रहा है 2 सेकंड में ये भी चालू रखते हैं क्या अच्छा ये अपडेट हो गया स्किल लैग हो रहा है बाकी हाल चाल सबका मतलब शायद में तो गड़बड़ है तुम्हारा ये इसकी वजह से ज़्यादा ले रहा है पर ये तो मैंने डाउनलोड कर रखा था पहले पता नहीं क्या सीन है मेरे को 2 सेकंड हुआ डाउनलोड होते होते फिर अपन हमारे का दिखेंगे मैंने सब सुबह सुबह ही आ गए लगता है ये देखना 1 2 फिर और कुछ देखे थे मैंने इसमें दिखेगा ना ये देखो सब आ गए लाइव है ना इसके यहाँ पे कुछ अलग टाइम है क्या अमेरिका का रहेगा ना हम्म, चैट कैसे छोटा हो गया है रुको मैं अरे नो वे ये गेम को रिस्टार्ट लगता है क्या अच्छा नहीं वेरीफाइंग हो रहा है वो मैं बोलूँ बहुत टाइम लगेगा हो जाएगा अभी मतलब कितना हुआ है 3 मिनट और लगेगा हो रहा है जल्दी अपन तब तक कुछ और देखते आओ क्या देखे यूट्यूब देखते हैं कुछ सब लोग अभी लाए आ गए आपको ये दिखा रहा हूँ ये देखना सारे यूट्यूबर एक साथ यार एक साथ लाए आ के लोग लगता है गिव अवे के लिए जाते कि वो तो पता नहीं मेरे को अभी क्यों जाते हैं देखो इन पे फिल्टर आएगा ना लाइव पे एक में तो रैंक भी आएगा 2 से 3 और प्रोसेस है हाँ उसका कुछ नहीं है अपन तब तक कुछ टाइम पास कर लेगा इसका देखते तब तक अरे किसी अरे वेट मेरे को वो दिखना था मेरे को लगा मेरे पे ये आ गया क्या बोलते हैं उसको कॉपीराइट वाला पर नहीं आया है शायद अच्छी बात है अरे ये चालू क्यों नहीं हो रहा बेटा कितनी बढ़िया ऐड रहती है इनकी
प्लीज आई जस्ट नीड 1 10 पुल गाइस कोई अगर मुझे एक 10 पुल जितना पैसे भी भेज दे तो काफी है 1000 रुपीस फॉर 1 10
अरे
पुल
अभी समझा मेरे को ये किला है करा मैंने चाहती नहीं ऑन की थी लैपटॉप
मेरे को
अभी हो
स्क्वेटस
गया
को
अब
दोनों पे जीता कर
रुको
दे
इसको
देना
फुल
तुमको
करते
ज्यादा पुल्स नहीं है ज्यादा
बाकी
पुल्स नहीं है तो
पुराने
कैसे
भाई
जिताएगा दोनों
अपने फुल बिल किया कुछ गेम वगैरह की आप किसके लिए करने वाले थे मार्का पुल करना है मैं
वाह
खुद
यार
नहीं करने वाला हूँ मेरा
बहुत
खुद
सारे क्या पुल करना है तेरे पे फ्लिंस तो ऑलरेडी है
आपका करना है तो बताओ
अच्छा ओरोरॉन है
हम
वो ओ माय
लाइव
गॉड
स्ट्रीम
मैं
पे
क्या
करेंगे आपका
बताऊं यार
पुल्स हिमरेज को रेड करेंगे चलो एक बंदे के साथ उसकी व्यूअरशिप भी 194 है उसमें दिखेंगे ही नहीं अपन Nice. तब तक यहाँ पे 74 में मेरे पास प्रीमोल नहीं है कुछ नहीं कर सकता कोई ना मेरे पास भी 10 सीट फिलहाल अपन गाइड करेंगे को थोड़ी देर में
ओरोरॉन
मेरे
को
को देखने के
फ्लिंस अबे यार
उन्होंने
थोड़ा सा
स्टोरी ऐड
सिमिलर
किया कि
सिमिलर लग रहा था अब मैं कैसे मारूं कबूतर यार ये दुविधा है यार कोई एओई कैरेक्टर नहीं होता ना बड़ा दुविधा हो जाता है यार
ये लोग क्या है ये कर रहे क्या लक ले रहे क्या कबूतर को मार के हाँ
दो मर
दो ही मर
दो मर पाए खाली
माँ का भी है भाई किसके पास तो ये लोग तो वेल है सब में बाकी तो इनको देख नहीं देखना ये इसका तो डेंजर रखा है
नो
ये कौन है
नो
एक इसने तो
Oh my
फुल बिल
god, I'm
करके हो गया
frozen,
लगा
bro. I'm dead.
नहीं ये तो कोई ये किधर का है ये तो बता ही नहीं फिर वो कोई और लग रहेगा ना
Antipulling.
48 of
वेंटिबल
Antipulling. गारंटी नहीं भी होता तो भी मैं चिल ही करता हूँ वो खाली एक्टिंग है कि Antipulling.
क्या मतलब अपने को अभी अगले इसके लिए रुकना चाहिए देखो 6.5 है ना अभी उसके बाद 6.5 बैन लीक्स
So guys, I will be doing
ये सब नहीं देखना सिंपल रहेगा कोई तो भाई कुछ भी दिखता है क्या? अच्छा निकोल लाना
All right, my cute.
उसका लोमा लाना लोमा किसके लिए
All right, my.
बफ करेंगे मतलब किसके लिए अच्छी है वो
Genshin 6.
लोमा लोमा मिल जाए बस भाई
All,
पर
all,
लोमा किसके साथ आने वाले निकोल के साथ और
all
एक
right.
कोई तो आएगा फिर मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है ब्रोकन क्या ब्रोकन लोमन किट लेट देखो लोमा किट लोमा किट मतलब
Llama gives me a migraine. He's genuinely the worst character I've ever had the displeasure of trying to understand. With a 700-word essay and a million terms in her kit. Don't worry, I'm here to raise a language her ass for you. Llama is a dendro reaction big PP buffer. She gives buff in 3 ways. 1, her passive that is reverse racist. It changes based on the number of not-cry character on your team. Only 1 not-cry character, aka Llama. Buff crit of Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Virgin. More than 1 not-cry character.
Wow.
Only buff Lunar Bloom crit. Obviously, first one better. What is Lunar Bloom? It's exactly the same as Bloom, but with the word Lunar. No changes to damage or anything. Lunar Bloom creates moon
Llama
ammo.
है
2, her skill. Her main
Lina.
value skill create off-field thank you
Lina.
food and
लीना लीनिया कौन है मेरे को पता नहीं लीनिया
Linnea is the new Geo support coming in 6.5 with the potential to completely redefine lunar crystallized teams. She has not only sub DPS damage, but also support via healing, rest shred, and elemental mastery, but we
लीनिया कौन सी इसमें आने
Dude,
वाली
why
है
did
पार्ट में मतलब अभी जीवाई कैसे इसमें आई लीग में आई है
you see the kit leaks? I saw that there were kit leaks. I didn't actually read them yet. I was actually keeping it for you guys as a treat. You will get my unfiltered reaction, first impressions on those leaks. How does that make you feel? Are you feeling glad? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling fulfilled? Naturally led to EM Raiden superconductor flame with Varka? Nah. Oh no.
So, even more leaks about this is where it gets even more obvious what direction they are pushing. The leaked bow is called Frostbound Oath, and the stats shown are 542 base attack and 88.2% crit damage.
क्या
That crit damage substat is already very strong on paper, but the passive is the real story here. Report for ZBuy's lunar crystallized team leaks, because this part needs a
रुको रुको उसने जितना
Hey,
डैमेज
everyone.
बोला क्रिट डैमेज वो सच है क्या
but we don't yet have number time. She should also work very well in teams with long rotations, since you can cast her skill at start of
heal
rotation,
कर
then cast her
सकते
burst later for that duration reset. Being able to work, but her
Healing
value gets
character
even
है
higher with her passives, which also lets 150 EM,
हेल्प भी
which is
करेगा आपको।
roughly the same as what Innefa typically provides. But while Innefa's buff applies to both herself and the active character, Linnea's will only apply to one or the other. If the active character is a moon sign character, they get the buff. Otherwise, no crystallized damage bonus. So similar to Innefa's weapon, Fractured Halo, Linnea's weapon is a mix between focus on her personal damage and buffing, with less buffs to the
तो
team.
ये
but
जिपाई के साथ आएगी ना मतलब लीनिया जिपाई के लिए ज्यादा अच्छी है अपना गेम चला आओ सब डीपीएस बफर है इधर सब हम बट ओनली लूनर क्रिस्टल है वही मतलब जिपाई के लिए काम है जो शायद पर निकोरो कौन सी क्रिस्टलाइज कैरेक्टर है ना तो वो गोरो को ये करेगी क्या बोलते हैं उसको रिप्लेस करेंगे बस ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को एक्सेप्ट अरे ये कौन सा रेशियो है मेरा रुको इसको रेशियो बदलने दो पहले मेरे सेटिंग्स में फुल स्क्रीन करना पड़ेगा हाँ रुको 2 मिनट इसका डाउनलोड रेशियो इतना क्यों बढ़ा रखा है पता नहीं। रुको जरा, मैं वेट करना पड़ेगा तुम लोग को। मैं आया 2 सेकंड में। आपके पास कितना है फ्रेंड भाई? पुलिस कितना है आपके पास फिलहाल? अभी तक हो ही रहा है।
किसी भी
इसका भी आवाज
कभी
डेंजर है।
सोचा है सफर का मजा किस
मेरे को लगता था यही है, या फिर कोई प्रोफेशनल वॉइस आर्टिस्ट। उसका वॉइस इतना अच्छा, हीरो इज लाइव का।
मैं तो करता नहीं, मैं तुम्हें भी रिकमेंड नहीं करूंगा। सेव करो अपने
0
विजन्स।
पुल 60 पीटी
अंदर ही जाना था यार
है
जीत से बात
ना
करने
ब्रो?
के लिए।
कुछ भी नहीं है क्या अभी?
आर्या
मतलब
के साथ मोविका और न्यूवी।
कुछ तो
आर्या के
रहेगा
साथ
ना?
मोविका भी काम नहीं करेगी,
मतलब
न्यूवी भी काम नहीं
एक्सप्लोरेशन
करेगी।
वाला पार्ट रहेगा तो
अच्छा
उसमें से
आर्य ले
निकाल
एक
लो ना।
साथ या और न्यूवी।
60 पीटी है तो कुछ तो निकल जाएगा।
आर्य के
या
और
फिर
मोविका दोनों पुल
मतलब
कर
अभी
सकते
नहीं
हो आप,
चाहिए
और
तो
न्यूब्लेड भी
सेव
पुल कर
करो।
सकते हो। तीनों ही अच्छे क्रिएटर हैं।
वही है।
अगर इनमें से किसी एक को पिक करना है तो मैं मोविका बोलूंगा। आर्य न्यूब्लेड तो बहुत अच्छी बात है।
इस बंदे के वॉचिंग के अपने सब्सक्राइबर जितनी है वे
परफॉर्मेंस
है
बहुत
ना। स्कर खोल करोगे। मैं नहीं करना ना स्कर खोल, क्योंकि मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं है उसके लिए। इसके लिए करना तो है, मेरे को कुछ अच्छा कैरेक्टर चाहिए, पर वो इतनी मतलब मेरे पास उसका कुछ भी नहीं है ना इसके लिए। और वो C6 के लिए, मतलब C6 बोल रहा हूँ, इसको फिर के साथ ज़्यादा अच्छी से जाती है बोलती सब लोग। तो इसके लिए मैं नहीं कर। उसकी स्टोरी भी अच्छी लगी थी मेरे को, पर मेरे को फ्लिंस निकालना था नहीं। फ्लिंस के लिए मैं पीटी मेरी 0 ही है फिलहाल अभी, और 10 ही पुल रखे हैं। फ्लिंस का प्रीमियम टीम बना सकते हो सब है। हाँ वही, इसके लिए फ्लिंस निकालना होगा। मेरे को फ्लिंस ही चाहिए। मॉडर्न ग्राफिक्स, फुल स्क्रीन नहीं, बॉर्डरलेस रखेंगे अपन, इसमें ज़्यादा अच्छा दिखता है। मतलब वो बार बार हटता नहीं है ना गेम, इसको इतना रखेंगे। थोड़ा आवाज बढ़ा देते हैं इसको। एटमॉस्फेरिक अभी बड़ा पड़ेगा आवाज मेरे को भी, आपका पता नहीं। है ना, इसमें आवाज ही चेंज हो जाता है, पर कोई टेंशन नहीं। बट अपन अभी देखते हैं पहले मेल में क्या है, ठीक है? प्रीमोज आए 300 ये भी 300 रहना चाहिए। चलो 600 आ गए, ठीक है? अभी इसमें देखते हैं। बट वो हीरो इज लाइव ने बोला अगर कोलम्बिना इनिफा है तो लिंक मत पुल करो, वो दोनों ऑलरेडी काफी स्ट्रांग है। हाँ वही, वो भी है, पर कैसा है ना, ये सच है क्या या फिर स्कैम है? रुको कॉपी लिंक करेंगे, कॉपी, या फिर रुको फेसबुक वगैरह है क्या? अपन निकाल के रखते हैं यार, क्या मतलब अपने को मिलने नहीं आना है। अच्छा है, मोरा मिलेगा 20,000 भैंस की, मेरे को मैं सपने देख रहा था, मैं बैठ गया इस किधर गया बे। हाँ, इसमें देखते हैं अभी क्या है। ठीक है। हम्म, सब तो वही है, इसमें कुछ चेंजेस तो नहीं है। कुछ नया है क्या? ये तो पहले भी था, जो मेरे को आते हैं वो दोनों ऑलरेडी काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग है। हाँ, ये तो पढ़ लेना। ये क्या है? चलो अभी देखते हैं बैनर। बैनर तो वैसे अपने को पता ही थे, अपने ये वाले बैनर देखते। ये कौन सा? अच्छा, ये फ्लेंस है ना। ये कौन सा बैनर है? बैनर है। अच्छा, ये फ्री वाला है क्या? 4 स्टार नहीं, 5 स्टार। मेरे को क्ली चाहिए, मेरे को क्ली चाहिए। पर मेरे को बताओ, ये ज़्यादा अच्छे है, लेट्स गो प्रिंस। हो नहीं पाएगा यार, बहुत कम है इसके लिए। और 0 की पीटी है तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं आएगा। अपन थोड़ा पीटी बिल्ड करते हैं ना, पीटी बोल रहा हूँ, फुल्स बिल्ड करते हैं अपन। बिल्ड निकाल। मेरे को ये बताओ, ये क्या सीन है? क्रोनोनिकल बहना बोलते हैं इनको। अच्छा, तो वो क्या देते हैं? पर इनके पुल्स के लिए कहाँ पे है मतलब? ये डायरेक्ट कंफर्म सिलेक्शन क्यों आ रहा है इधर? इस बैनर मॉन्स्टर का है। ओह, मॉन्स्टर का है, वो तो समझ गया। पर ये लोग क्या करती है? डायनेंस के है। मत लो, मत करो पुल। हाँ, नहीं कर रहा मैं कुछ भी। मेरे पास पीटी पुल्स कहाँ पे? फिजिकल एलिमेंट डीपीएस, फिजिकल एलिमेंट डीपीएस। अच्छा, ये डीपीएस कैरेक्टर है। मत करो, यस नहीं कर रहा। मेरे को ये चाहिए भाई, फिलिंग्स। फिलिंग बोल रहा हूँ, क्ली। वी मीट अगेन जैज। डीसी लिंक हाँ है ना। आओ अगर डीसी में आने तो नमस्ते भाई। एकदम से देना पड़ेगा। हाँ, वो डिस्कॉर्ड आओ सब लोग। मतलब इतना अच्छा डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर नहीं है, पर थे फिलहाल के लिए। वी मीट पड़ गया ना। यार मेरे को क्ली चाहिए, क्ली निकाल सकते क्या इसमें से? क्या करना रहता है मेरे को वो बताओ। ये इसका पुल्स कब आएगा? मतलब ये कंफर्म सिलेक्शन तो समझ नहीं आ रहा। ठीक है, ये 5 स्टार है क्या? हाँ चैट। हाँ भाई, 5 स्टार है क्या? अल्बेडो मोना। अल्बेडो कैसा है? अच्छा है कि गंदा है? मेरे को पहले ये बताओ, ये क्या करता है ये मैंने? अरे बात, ये 5 स्टार हाँ। इसके अलग पीटी है। ली फालतू है नो, वो पूरा बैनर बेकार है नो। ली बड़ा फालतू है लॉल। कंफर्म सिलेक्शन वाला क्या चीज है मेरे को बताओ ना। वर्जन 1.0 के बैन कैरेक्टर। मतलब एल्बेडो क्या स्टार्टिंग से गेम में? मेरे को लगा वो बाद में शुरू रहा है। रुको ना 2 सेकंड में आया। जो कैरेक्टर या वेपन सिलेक्ट करोगे उसके मिलने का चांस हायर हो जाता है। इस बैनर में भी हार सकते हो। इस बैनर में लिटरली स्टैंडर्ड कैरेक्टर है। ओह, तो इस पे भी क्या पुल्स लगेंगे अपने, ये वाले पुल्स जो अपने कौन से फिट रहते हैं, इंटरवेंट फिट लगेंगे क्या? ना तो मैं नहीं पुल कर रहा भाई। मेरे को फ्लिंस चाहिए, फ्लिंस ने तो कोई तो चाहिए भाई। वैसे मेरे को सुक्रोस चाहिए था एक्चुअली, पता है मेरे पास इतना अच्छा वाला कोई ये नहीं है, एनिमा वाला। ईफा है पर इतना भी अच्छा नहीं है वो। इसमें प्रीमोज यूज होते हैं डायरेक्ट, नो फिट्स। ओह, तो प्रीमोज मतलब कितने प्रीमोज? 160? फ्लिंस पुल, फ्लिंस पुल। अरे रुको भाई लोग, ऐसे कैसे पुल? कित्तु से वो अपन कुछ मिलते हैं क्या, देखते हैं। रुको आओ, पहले अपने पास करने के लिए क्या है वो। इन लोग ने कुछ तो बढ़ाया रहता है, जिसमें से अपने को मिला। ये क्लेम करो पहले। ये मैंने कुछ तो गलत देखा है ब्रो। तुम लोग को मतलब जो लोग बैटल पास लेते हैं वो उसको ये भी मिलता है ना? कितना मिलता है? 5 और ये 680 क्रेजी है वे। पर इतना अच्छा नहीं है मेरे को लग रहा है। अब देखते इधर क्या है अपने लिए। क्या अपन वार के एक स्टोरी पहले कर, ये क्या है उनकी, ये चैप्टर ही है ना? हाँ, फिर टेस्ट रन है, टेस्ट रन करते हैं आप पहले, ठीक है? बाकी ये भी देखेंगे अपन, ये क्या है मेथड। 1K फॉर बीपी मैटर पर, नॉट वर्थ इट। हाँ वही समझा मेरे को। सब लोग इसके लिए वो वेल्किंग ही लेते रखते हैं। हाँ ना, देखो इसका आइडल एनिमेशन मेरे को देखने दो एक बार। क्या मतलब इसका आइडल एनिमेशन नहीं दिखना आपने? हाँ दिखेगा दिखेगा, वो तो पियक्कड़ है वो तो पता ही है हमें। दूसरी चीज क्या है देखो, दूसरा वो सॉर्ड वाला है। मेरे को अपन उससे पहले देखते हैं क्या कर रहे थे ब्रो। इसका क्या है, रुको। क्रिट रेट इसका 33 दे रहे हैं। आर्टिफैक्ट भी इतने अच्छे लगे, कॉज इंस्टॉलेशंस नहीं है, ठीक है ठीक है। भाई ये सब कुछ 8 8 8 and hitting opponents with the normal attack. Hitting opponents with an element skill or enhanced charge attack. हाँ हुआ ही नहीं, रुको रुको रुको, वापस से वापस। अरे उस पे एम कैसे होगा पर इतने ही दूर से? रुको रुको वापस चेक। नहीं हुआ। एनहांस्ड एलिमेंट मतलब यही ना? ठीक है, नहीं हो रहा हो। एनहांस्ड मतलब क्या करने वाले हैं लोग, मुझको वो नहीं समझ। जैज भाई ने कुछ तो डाला है डिस्कॉर्ड पे। आओ डिस्कॉर्ड देखिए एक बार, चालू हुआ कि नहीं भाई? 2 सेकंड दो भाई, किधर गया मेरा डिस्कॉर्ड? गया वो क्या मतलब जैज मैंने टट्टी डाली? क्या बोल रहा हूँ? अरे क्या सीन है? हिटिंग अपोनेंट ई स्किल दबा के अटैक, ई स्किल दबा के नहीं हो रहा है। रुको, ई स्किल दबा के ना, ये मैंने दबा के रखा था। रुको अभी अपन एक बार ई दबाएंगे। नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ, रुको वापस। हाँ अभी कुछ तो आया। हाँ समझा समझा, पहले वो चार्ज करता है खुद को और फिर बाद में वो यूज करता है दूसरी बार। ब्रो एनिमेशन डाल दी पूरा, देखते हैं अपन क्या विजय है। किधर गए अपना सर्वर? उड़ाया तुमने। वाह पुल में हो भी गया है तो। कुछ तो क्रेजी लगता है जैन भाई का, है ना? कुछ तो क्रेजी लगे इसके लिए मिला है। चलो कांग्रेस जैन भाई, आपको मिल गया।
Sure feels good to get away from my desk.
अभी अपन
Now, where's a good spot for a
नेक्स्ट
nap?
ठीक है। इन्होंने टीम दिया है क्या देखो, फायर का, ड्यूरिंग, बेनेट और फिर ये 20। ठीक है,
Leave it to me. Okay. Teamwork is dreamwork. Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
क्या मतलब मेरे को ये यार? हे क्रेजी तो है, रुको वापस करें वापस करें।
Everybody stand back. Think you can get away?
इसके लिए अपन वो होल्ड करते हैं। वाह इतना नहीं अच्छा है मेरे को जितना लगा था। अरे ये देखना किधर चला जाता। रुको बिना इसके वो कितना दिया? 16,000 दिया ना?
Story has only just begun. Teamwork is dream. Here we go. Time for takeoff.
समझा नहीं पर अपन मारने नहीं को, पहले ये ले लेते, अभी फ्लेम्स का भी ट्राई करते हैं। अपन फिलहाल प्रिमोज देखते हैं। फायर का मतलब मेरे को वो होल्ड जंप वाला समझा नहीं, पर उसके बाकी अटैक्स अच्छे दिखे हैं, एनिमेशन अच्छे हैं।
Observe. Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes.
तो क्या था? अच्छा ई, फिर वापस ई, फिर क्यों?
Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
ओ ई फिर क्यों? फ्लिंस तो एल है, ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हो?
Close your eyes.
जिनके पास
Observe.
फ्लिंस है उनको पसंद ही नहीं है शायद खुद का फ्लिंस।
Installation. Witness the power of Gurwa. Animal hypostasis simulation.
A long sleep beckons. Use the force. Close your eyes. Night falls.
देखो फ्लिंस देन जल्दी कंप्लीट करने में ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा मेरे को। सब जल्दी जल्दी मर जाते हैं तो एक तरफ से फायदा भी है ना। तुमको वो कौन सा वो फ्लावर वाले एक रहता है ना, उसमें जल्दी स्टीजन वो जल्दी खत्म होएगा। मेरे पास है, मुझे अच्छा लगता है टू स्ट्रॉन्ग। और फार्म वाला एल्क मत करो, मत मारो। क्यों, वो क्यों नहीं मारने का? पर उससे जल्दी मरते हैं ना, कि उसके सेकंड वाले से जल्दी मरते हैं। अभी ऐसे ही खत्म हो जाता है। शॉर्ट बस्ट ही मारना पड़ता है। ओह समझा। मेरा है ना एक टीम एकदम क्रेजी बन गया है, मेरा दूसरा टीम मेरे को अभी भी बिल्ड करनी है।
Everybody stand back. You're toast. Rain outlines your fate.
नहीं मरी
Let me
गया।
read you a verse. Try not to enjoy this too much. I'm going in. You're in.
एक मर गया।
Ray. You come a little closer.
हाँ ये क्या मतलब, अभी ये लोग जानबूझ के अपने को ये नहीं, उसका डैमेज कम है
You're in
शॉर्ट,
for a little shock.
क्या
Surrendering with a
शॉर्ट
gentle
बस्ट से डैमेज ज्यादा, शॉर्ट बस्ट से डैमेज ज्यादा। ओह समझा। पर वो बढ़ता कैसे है? मतलब अगर मैंने वो जो ई वाला जो सीन है वो नहीं किया, समझो नहीं, ई वाला क्या बोल रहा हूँ, अगर मैंने बस बर्स्ट का अटैक या वो जो लेवल रहता है वो बढ़ाया टैलेंट, तो कितना होगा वो, मतलब कितना मैक्स जाता है? फिर F2P के लिए, F2P के लिए पूछ रहा हूँ।
Absorption test. Know my sword. Ring cutter. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from power that ended Python. Enhanced animal module 75. Animal. Rain outlines your fate. I summon thee.
है इतना जल्दी खत्म हो गया? नहीं एक दिक्कत, इसमें से ज़्यादा नहीं मिला, इसमें से बस 4 सीखने को मिला। मेरा 400 तक दिखा विथ सिग्नेचर ऑन। मैं टेस्ट, अरे मैं गलती से अंदर चला गया है ना, गिफ्ट के लिए ना बनाया था। फुल उनको फुल ही देखने हैं ना। हाँ फुल कर लेते तो मैं 10 फुल करेंगे, मैं फिल्म के लिए करने वाला हूँ। फिर इसमें से भी 60 मिलने वाला है। अपन ये भी करेंगे वो अभी इसके बाद, ठीक है? प्लेन्स फुल करो, ठीक है? आप प्लेन्स के लिए कितना फुल चाहिए टोटल, वो कोई इसमें से समझेगा ना। 14 है टोटल, ठीक है? अरे कभी आने वाला ये वाली चीज़, इसमें से ये इंटरवेंट तो निकाल देते अपन। 3 दिन बाद आओ चलो ये बाद में देखेंगे अभी, ठीक है। लेंस के लिए 10 फूल जा रहे हैं अपने। 4 स्टार कोई तो है। Hell no bro, dragon नहीं, ये क्या गंदा है। ड्रैगन पेन में यूज भी नहीं करता किसी पे। ठीक टट्टी। हर फर्स्ट ऑफ एवरी मंथ। यप समझा समझा। अभी अपन अगले 10 पे करेंगे आओ। गंदे मिले, बहुत डेंजर कैरेक्टर है वो। वो भी ले लेते हैं। अभी ये क्या है, ये बताओ मेरे को। ये गाने वाला कुछ है ना, ये वाला। ये तो मैंने एक भी नहीं किया है, क्या है वो। पिटी अभी 10 की पिटी हुई रहेगी अभी। जस्ट सुक्रोस ही मिल जाए इट्स गुड। हाँ वही सुक्रोस चाहिए मेरे को। क्लिंस नहीं मिला तो भी ठीक है, पर इतना कुछ टेंशन नहीं लेना अपन। रुको छोड़ो वो सब। अपन तुम लोग ने बाहर का किया कि नहीं, तुम लोग को स्पॉइलर चाहिए क्या बताओ। सुक्रोस नहीं है तेरे पास, नहीं है। मेरा बहुत गंदा लगे। वेट ये कौन सा बस है ना। ये मिलने वाला है मतलब इसके लिए, अपने वारका के लिए। हाँ तुम लोग ये बताओ पहले, तुम लोगों ने वारका की स्टोरी कंप्लीट की कि नहीं, वो बताओ पहले मेरे को। या फिर तुम लोग को अभी स्पॉइलर चाहिए, बताओ जल्दी। बताओ बताओ। कंप्लीट कर ली।
Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Did it just blow in on the breeze?
फ्रेंड मैंने की बताओ। अभी गेम अपडेट किया है, कुछ नहीं किया। तो तुम लोग को अगर स्पॉइलर नहीं चाहिए तो तुम थोड़ी देर बाद आओ। हमारा ये कंप्लीट होने के बाद। नहीं की ना, नहीं की तो तुम लोग को बाद में आना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि मैं तो अभी ये इसके लिए फुल्स के लिए भी ये स्टोरी कंप्लीट करने वाला हूँ, है ना। ये क्या लगा रखा है मैंने। ठीक। और ये क्या है, ये वाला गंदा चीज, ये मिले मिले जो भी है, इसमें कुछ मिलता तो है नहीं। सिलेक्ट योर, ये करूँगा। ये सब क्यों दिखाते हैं। अरे तो मैं तो 10 के बाद ले आवाज में आ रहा है क्या। 2 सेकंड रुको, चेक करना लो एक बार। अरे तो पे बाहर है ना, अब अभी छाती चल रही है ना, कहाँ आवाज आ रहा है गाने का, इसका ऐसे प्रॉब्लम होगा। एक बंद कर दिया मैंने गलती से। गेम चालू नहीं हुआ क्या मेरा। स्टार्ट गेम ही नहीं दबाया मैंने गलती। बाय द वे अपन ये लाइट आ गई वापस से, तो अपन कंटिन्यू करते हैं। और आवाज आ रहा है कि नहीं, आ रहा है आ रहा है। ठीक है, गेम स्टार्ट हो रहा है, गेम स्टार्ट हो रहा है। मेरे को पानी बना। इसकी क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रखी है। रुको थोड़ा सा पास में लेना पड़ेगा। ओ वायर अटकने लग गया, पता नहीं। आपके वायर करे क्या यार, दिखता ही नहीं है तो इसमें। अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा, पर ठीक है, कुछ भी नहीं इससे अच्छा है। हाँ अपन गेम में जाते हैं अभी चुपचाप। लाइक देखो 7 जन दिख रहा है अचानक से, मतलब 6 जन दिख रहे हो। लाइक करो तुम लोग। यार 11 जन दिख रहे हो, लाइक करो तुम लोग।
Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Nodcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rahier of Solnari, and so I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rahier of Solnari.
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition. I haven't seen him in the longest time.
Hooray! My mom was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you so fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was a...
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Hey! Is that all you've got? Oh, bring it on!
like that.
क्या मतलब अभी ये नया कैरेक्टर से
Giving
के
up already?
मेरे को इसका नाम
You're
नहीं
not
पता।
half as tough as Vargas said.
कौन है?
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now they're...
The bard in green clothes. Does this mean... I was just wondering how I was gonna try...
Oh! So you
इसके
were
आँख
looking for the
इसके
tone
जैसे है ना,
bard?
ड्यूरिन जैसे।
Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own,
तो लोहेन
making mincemeat out of
किधर का
monsters.
है ना कि
I
अपने
barely
इधर
went back to
के
base at all. Then, once the wild
मैंने
hunt
तो
calmed
बोला
down,
कि यहाँ
I
चाहिए
got
पर
sent
पता
back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor.
नहीं.
So,
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery. At least 10 of them in total.
jeez. How many people has he sent to deliver his mail now?
Hmm.
Mika, Inepa, Lolan. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes a Lot.
क्या?
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were human. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes a Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too.
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in
अरे
green
आवाज कम आ
clothes.
रहा है.
These days doesn't really
आवाज
have an
बड़ा
address
है.
as such.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, oh, sorry, Ruin Guard.
That Barker is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies.
कुछ
But
तो
if
गड़बड़ है.
Varka gave you a whole
उसका
bunch
मुंह
of
के
letters to
ऊपर क्या
deliver,
था?
right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary
इसके
knight
height
escort
ज़्यादा है
this
इससे.
homeward bound wanderer to the...
Let's go! It's been a while.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you?
तो उसने उसको आगे भेज दिया ना.
The abyss.
इसको
wild hunt.
वापस दिख रहा है कुछ.
Andrea, get home safe, Varka.
Get home safe. क्यों
Why
बे?
do my
क्या होने
ears
वाला है?
feel so hot all of a sudden?
है
Is
भाई.
someone talking about me?
हम्म. मेरे को तो लगा था पहले कि वारका उसमें से सामने वाले टीम वो जो लाल वाला कौन था वो
Surely
नाम
there's
भूल
no
गया.
way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be...
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted. Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. Yeah, they're no real... This expedition is almost over. We will make our triumphant...
मेरे को पता है. चलो. दूर हटो. रुको पहले अपन ये करेंगे. नहीं और नहीं हो रहा तो मेरे को चाहिए. मरो. अरे उसको इतना कम है वो करके रखे फिर भी नहीं मर रहे. मार रहे सॉरी मर रहे.
Without the ray here of Sonari to direct them,
ये देखो
it
8
seems
जन
like
देखो
all
प्लीज
that's
लाइक
left
कर
is
लेना.
their primal urge to destroy.
4 ही लाइक.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the light...
Just like I thought.
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up at...
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard.
Yes, Grandmaster.
तो ये अभी इसके बाद जा रहे हैं क्या जिधर से वो उसका दिखाना है ये नया वाला है.
We meet again, Andreas.
Andreas कौन है? Who is Andreas?
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas.
एंड्रियस कौन है पर? क्या मतलब वो स्वॉर्ड
Although,
में
for returning to your
है?
old home, perhaps, might be better to go by
Boreas.
अच्छा, बोरियस.
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity.
ये वो दूसरा वाला है क्या बोरियस?
The surface
पर वो
world
तो
still
मार
as
दिया था ना
wretched
मन.
and foul as ever.
इसके साथ ही वार्क और वो कौन था वो दूसरा? नाम क्या था अभी
Answer
मेरे?
me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
जल्दी आ, जल्दी आ. टाइम पास मत कर. इस पीछे बैकग्राउंड में आवाज आ रहेगा ना तो गाने का रहेगा, उसको इग्नोर कर देना, ठीक है?
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sure writes a lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean KIYA? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel's Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are there too as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet.
क्या लोएन नया
I heard that another
कैरेक्टर
challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal
नया
himself
कैरेक्टर
to
तो
me,
बहुत
too.
अच्छा लग रहा है.
Very well. But please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
गूगल क्यों किया इसने अभी? अरे लाइक्स क्यों 4-5 हो रहे? लाइक करो नको काय नको क्या अपन पहले एक बार वो ये ले ले एक्सपेंडिशन कार एक्चुअली में निकल ये लिया था ये दो वाले वेट सब हो गए क्या ये अभी हो जाएंगे वापस ये दो को 20 वाला है ना वो चेंज होते रहता है क्या करना था अरे हाँ अपन भटक जाते हैं अभी ऊपर जाते उधर अपन इतना क्यों जा रहे हैं डायरेक्ट इधर से कूद सकते हैं मैप में और भी कुछ तो आ रहा है अरे इंस्ट्रूमेंट वाला जो चीज़ है वो मेरे को देखने का क्या है जीन के पास कुछ तो होने वाला है ना बात कर
honorary knight. Yours. Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Vark is coming back. The situation in Nokrai is stable.
Sure, true. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, and yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Berea. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need... What's wrong? Until I return.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas when the old aristocracy tried to regain power. Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on...
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt.
Huh?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nokrai. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of the Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nokrei's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing, you experienced the term...
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was...
Very possibly. He was, and as it turns out, the Calamity born. Yes, I completely... Even if his contingency plan never needs to be...
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the angel ship.
क्या मतलब डायरेक्ट के लिए भी आए पर ये लोग की तो झगड़ा होती थी ना अच्छा नहीं इसकी तो बाइनरी खुद की वही बोली इसके लिए क्यों है अरे नहीं रुको जरा आई एम फाइन सब एंटर करते पहले
When you're mixing drinks in...
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loud?
KIYA! Rosaria!
Looks like it's about to get...
A little liveliness never killed...
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your... I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will...
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. But my answer remains unchanged. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are... I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about.
तो पार का क्या होप करना था मेरे को समझ अच्छा बात करने का क्या
What should I report? Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild?
My reply will...
इसका एक ही इसमें खत्म हो गया What the fuck हो गया ये ऊपर बैठी है क्या
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious argument.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work.
So you...
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine. There are people like KIYA and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Not only that, but it happened to a knight... Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this?
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roll.
Yikes! Bloodstained knight?
Well, apparently his original title was the White, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago. Including his tutor, and met the endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of... But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know... After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Rook. That's a great idea!
क्या मतलब अभी ये लोग होल किंगडम के अंदर ही जा रहे हैं चलो जाते ही अभी बेस्ट तो है अपना गाइस 11 जन देख रहे हो लाइक करो देखो बार बार नहीं बोलूंगा मैं भी तुम लोग करो अपन अभी वो वोल्फ को पूछना है ना इधर वाले चले गए
What's going on here? Was Wolfendom always like this? Paimon,
हैं? वाइल्ड एंड इधर कैसे आ रखा है? तो नोड
Converge.
Annihilation mode.
Let's go. Nothing personal.
अरे मर गया रुक गया
Let's dance.
हाँ मेरे ईपा को मार दिया उसने चलो
What now? There better not be more wild hunt monsters.
कोई तो देख रहा है लोहे नहीं
Stop right there. Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait. What are you trying to say, huh? Huh? Paimon passed a test? Really? Huh? She didn't even realize she was taking...
You may dispense with your suspicions. The wolf pack has borne witness.
ये बोरियस कहाँ से
They
बात
fought
कर रहा है अभी
against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. A familiar scent. Come.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the wild hunt all feel the same when you stab them. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though.
ओल्ड वुल्फ बोल दिया उसको है उसको भी पहनते हैं अपने पास अभी अच्छे खासे कैरेक्टर और अपने को कोई टेंशन नहीं अरे हाँ इसका नाम रेजर था अभी याद आया मेरे को
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I?
You are not to blame. With your iron claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. However, their assault went beyond the mere They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. We meet again, human Lupical.
Lupical?
Are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the source of this turmoil. I can sense it.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused.
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no
20
difficult feat. But those who can
Nice.
perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andrius, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his
Andreas है क्या?
soul would have survived till the present day.
तो फिर बोरियस
The bard's back?
उसका नाम है करंट आ गया यप आ गया लाइक
What are you doing here?
घंटा हो गया
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to him as the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent. Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god, and 500 bitter winters passed. Then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold.
just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Sealy Hall. The knight asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory, seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city. The aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked, "So, this is the world the humans dreamed of." Though the knight's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to ask that question.
Wait, तो बोरियस का वो वाला को साइबर वो रेड वो भी जो दिखा इसके साथ फाइट कर रहा था जो वारका के साथ वो कौन है फिर? वो कौन सा वो बोरियस है?
That was my answer, my decision.
Yes, नॉर्दर्न देख रहे हो तो सच्ची में
If anyone should feel regret, it is that is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside. And there's more. I detect another familiar.
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. It was the ancient kingdom of Conria.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make, as luck would have it, another old friend of a...
No wonder.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble.
Varka, is he in danger?
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person.
All right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nod. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harass.
I stay in Mons.
Razor, give me your up. Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the current knight of Boreas.
उसने एक हाथ में पकड़ा है ये इतनी स्ट्रांग है
It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts.
The dominator of wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. To prevent the entanglement of souls, the most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts with... Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. But I shall leave this for him to The great wolf king of the north remains...
I will protect Lupakal. The north and Varka, I leave to you.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have... All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
उस पे एक हाथ से आ गया
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
Alright! Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster! It's...
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too!
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of. Fight or flight?
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a
Iya wala kwanta
disorganized
hulk.
rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered, but they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn. Farewell, heir to the knighthood.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the Wild Hunt? And why was he talking about the Bloodstained Knight? Forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the...
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible, especially now that you're here. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right...
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. But, compared to Rerir, our Exactly. Sounds like you realize what the crux of the issue is. I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Ini Pavlin sahabat kayak tadi. Jorang.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait? Great. While we're waiting, could you update me on the situation in Mondstadt? And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control. Intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andreas, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andreas' spirit. Namely Roland, the blood...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. How'd he suddenly get wrapped up?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, for example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed how it was able to do so remains unclear.
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through to...
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous from intelligence gathered during the expedition. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once God remains content, this land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by God remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects. In that land, the passing of the Pyro Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andreas who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. It should help explain things faster. Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow. Do not grieve for me.
पर उसकी जो कैटलॉग है जो
This is the end I have chosen.
मतलब वो sword.
Instead, remember that one day, your wandering too must come to an end. A final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song. That melody you so often hummed.
ये क्या है?
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his gut. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines.
Sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world.
Yes. And now only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting?
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andreas' heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this...
For now, however, if we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments?
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather and not... Most of them are already inside this sword.
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Not just the Wild Hunt and the Abyss.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making.
As a matter of fact, I did. Still, instead, we've had to make best guesses. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around, according to what Boreas told me before we left. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status of the wolf spirit fragments. We now know there...
Okay, so 3...
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland reappeared. As for the third fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on. But the final snag is that since
with our foe being from...
And since the Wild Hunt isn't...
The Clink Clink Crumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
need me here for? Wait. I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it, though. I mean, who actually reads those things anyway, right?
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the wild hunt and the shadow of an ancient god. I'm impressed by your courage, Miss Yehoda.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment 2? All right. Time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed.
Didn't you say fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and kick your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
क्या मतलब मैंने दोनों खराब कर दिए रुको अरे तो इनको ड्रॉप ही तो करना रहता है ना रुको ये लिखो इधर मैंने ये वाला डाला तो मैंने ये वाला निकाल के अरे वो खुद से ही चल के जा रहा है अभी तो उसमें मैं क्या किधर से निकाल रहा इसको अभी उसको निकाला इसको मारा ठीक है ये उठाया ये एटलीस्ट इधर तो गिरना चाहिए ना वो देखो वो किधर जा रहे खुद से इनको रुकाने कैसे रहता है हो गया ना हो गया तो ये फ्रैगमेंट है
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back in the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
Fine.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either. Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this, I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends...
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough. This place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage? Purifying the abyssal corruption would... Could you try reversing the corrupt...
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolves?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. Let me think. How was it explained to me? Ah! Actually, neither do I.
Huh. Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it more. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient...
Okay, but back then, we had a bow and a net.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the night.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks...
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup. After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. But trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow.
Quite the antique, then. But how exactly is it supposed to anchor Roland?
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure.
Hey, what happened to Mr. Plans for every contingency? You're just making this up as you go along.
What can I say? Some people like to wait till... But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely. Whoa, it actually worked?
You really are making this up as you go along.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, a great and ancient kingdom was wrong for the code of chivalry. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you my...
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic.
That while we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be? So that's what happened. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice, giving them his knowledge.
Uh-oh.
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, but even without the visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss. Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. That about covers it. Sorry, no plan is free of risks. If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the...
Oh, there has to be another...
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retreated.
Nope. It's a total disaster. More wild...
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just...
I'll protect us.
Fill me in. What's the situation? Good call. Locating the wolves.
Well, it seems the enemy figured as much too. Now, but before we ran into trouble, this is the search area we decided on. The two teams are holed up here, And here.
But the Wild Hunt is stopping them from relaying messages back, right?
We can't spare troops from any of the fronts right.
The logistics company is
Hanefa!
Designated drop point reached. The logistics company was assisting Aino with the production of the strategic reserve. But
amazing. Just
hey, seeing as you can fly and all, shouldn't you be the one out here?
I regret to say that without the work, the logistics company.
Both.
तो अभी अपने को एक एक करके जाना है सबको हेल्प करने क्या करने का हमने
Something's not right. The Wild Hunt's offensive doesn't seem to be getting any. Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company.
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable sites for deploying
Good. Wait for my signal.
Logistics company, deploy!
Shining Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. However many we kill, more keep coming.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready. Is that the signal to say they're ready? Up the ante!
Yes, sir.
Ready? Fire! The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be use this time to
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to the...
That's not exactly very narrow.
We split the search area between us and the Retnik.
Either way, I was about to go lend them...
Absolutely. Good.
We've run right through our supplies. Now that they've lost their numerical advantage, they're no match for us. Focus on...
दो ही बैटलफील्ड है ना उस हिसाब से मतलब दोनों साइड पे चल रहा है ये साइड तो वो लाइट सिक्योर वाला
Looks like reinforcements. Hey, you keep them busy while we work on getting rid of this god-awful myth.
Understood. Everyone got that? It's up.
Yes, sir.
क्या चल तो आगे
Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
क्या मतलब उधर
That's their
वो लाइट
source.
से
It
मत
was hidden in the mist. If we destroy them,
Knights of Favonius, charge!
ओए बंदे भारका अपना मरने वाला।
Glad that's finally over.
Brave knights, on behalf of the Lightkeepers, I thank you.
There's no need to be so
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this zone here.
Yes! Now it feels like we're...
I'll say, we're sure to...
It would be our...
Much obliged. All right, the target is...
तो हमें जाना किधर है? इधर। वो ऊपर वाला क्या था?
The hiding in the mist trick again. You all know the drill.
Yes, sir!
ये टीम मेरे से दब
Lightkeepers, prepare to dispel the mist.
इसका ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा छोटा बन
Time to counterattack!
अरे इसका भी अरे रुक जा मैं चेंज क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा इसमें कुछ तो झोल है उधर में तो समझा इसका वो प्लंज वाला अटैक रहता है अच्छा प्लंज ही बोलूँगा मैं क्या बोलते हैं मेरे को पता है
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge! Off the AP!
This wild hunt doesn't know Traveler.
Mr. Varka?
Just like last time.
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster.
Ha, that's the spirit. Stay on your... Either we all march back to...
वो किधर गया
The final fragment is right there. Don't let me down.
It seems you have...
Yeah. And with no corrupted fragments or
A true knight. If you need a moment to rest, take it.
Save your breath. If you want to fight, let's fight.
As you wish.
Is everyone all right?
My granny.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us.
You're the only ones.
We can't lose our Varka. Please.
This duel, your plan is doomed to fail. Andreas's question, worried the false path, maybe why.
क्या मतलब अपन अकेले लड़ना ये क्या था
It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge your allegiance to the abyss, Knight of Boreas. One day you will understand that the only righteous path for those of true virtue is the path of darkest truth.
For the next part, it's over to you, Outlander who...
क्या मतलब वारका मर गए मेरे वजह से
The sword is unbroken. Looks like I'm no longer in reality. There's no way back. Huh.
ये क्या हुआ मेरे को समझा ही नहीं.
On me. A Favonius sword. Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince?
Stormwind! Maria sweeping in! Stormwind!
Is this the fair shadow?
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles. Here. On me.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained.
ये कौन सा वाला
Even
सवाल
the
है मेरे को तो
holiest
समझ नहीं.
god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice. Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies! Charge! Stormwind!
Here.
Try to keep up!
On me.
Stormwind!
My old friend. This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter.
Here. Huh?
On me. I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Your path cannot end here. You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior. Step forward.
अभी अपन इधर अकेले रहेंगे पर ये दोनों अभी एनमो यूज कर रहा है इसके लिए मैं वो ये नहीं करना पड़ रहा है क्या मतलब जो एलिमेंटल साइड बोल दिया एंड वो जो नाम है Who is this? अरे हाँ
Roland! After countless bloody battles, trials, tribulations, and hardships, I, with my mortal flesh and blade, attained power to rival that of the gods. But you know better than I that a mortal's prime is fleeting. In 5 years, maybe 10, age will snatch your strength. The power you take such pride in will fade to naught, disappearing like dust in the wind. Your fame will be as fleeting as firewood beneath the starry sky, lit at dusk, dead by dawn, utterly insignificant.
Oh yeah? Be that as it may, the fires that burn down here blaze more brilliantly than the light of 1,000 stars.
They blaze for but a moment. 100 years from now, your earthly flame will be long snuffed out. And those you once illuminated will be left cowering in the cold and empty night.
Ha! No. They'll remember me in 100 years, just as I remember all of you from centuries ago. That's the thing about firewood. From the embers of a dying flame, a new fire arises, burning bigger and
Wait, 56 पहुंच गए हम लोग पहले ये हमेशा इधर साइड रहते हैं और अभी किधर दिखा रहा है
A knight's duty is to save others, not demand things from them.
How can one call themselves a knight while placing their hopes in generations to come?
Well, as long as I put an end to you here and now, I won't need to rely on anyone else. Now, show yourself, Roland!
Put an end to me? Your body and mind are already at the limit of what they can bear. It is only a matter of time before they yield and crumble. But if this is your final request...
अरे क्या घुमा रहा है मुझको कब से?
I shall do as you wish.
You're not quite how I imagined you. You don't seem half as crazed as the memories contained in the wolf spirit.
Not once have I strayed from the righteous path.
I guess we have that much in common. Neither of us are at our peak.
The ray here of Solnari's forces have been defeated. And the Roland you see is but an imperfect image cast by the Abyss. I wield the power that Roland did at his peak, but my heart and mind remain frozen in that blood-stained moment. Therefore, I, in my current form, am flawed. A knight cannot bear their own stagnation. After redeeming you from injustice and guiding your surrender to the Abyss, I shall rectify myself.
The world out there can bear no more of your torment. Your obsession, clearly.
No words can make a knight doubt his convictions. No matter otherwise. Why would you pin all your hopes on board? But now the blade that once housed the wolf spirit has been You no longer have the means to change the situation. And no one will come to your rescue.
Maybe you're partly right. But I think I might just have a shot at a rescue.
What do you mean?
There's only one person's mind I need to change, and it isn't you. Forgetting where we are? This... Andreas! Wake up!
If this is your final grand displays of... Return. Return to... Is this the answer that I've...
Andreas, at long last.
And this is all.
On behalf of all humanity, I thank you, Lord of
Boreas is returning to the ley lines.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that. But a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack. Strength and...
Even if it is not my intention, the soul of Lupus Boreas will inevitably ravage, devour, and
If a mortal heart is to bear the soul of a god,
Captain
this is a path that cannot be retraced.
Your heart, your soul.
You were wondering how a lamb could tame the... Here's my answer. You get the wolf to swallow the
wolf spirit within to avoid arousing my suspicion.
Compared to Lupus Boreas' decision.
You have a stubborn will and employed an exceptional strategy. But your soul is now merged with that of Andreas. When he fully joined, neither Barbados nor you have lost. And so have I. Regrettably, may your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Lonely. Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the fact is that I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong! You've got mail.
अबे क्या मेरे को लगा था कंप्लीट हो गया।
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
इसका क्या सीन था?
Come on, to Mondstadt.
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka.
To Varka.
Family.
Low pig call.
Horror तो सिखा रहे थे। ये तूने सारे मेलोगे।
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka.
Go Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory.
Crazy.
Well, that suits me just fine.
Your knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
क्या मतलब अभी सबका आवाज सुनना? वाओ! ये देखो ये जो प्लंज वाला एक जो अभी आएगा ना, ये देखना ये वाला, ये क्रेजी है। अभी शर्मा हेलो स्वागत है प्रश्न पे। जैसे मेरा आवाज आ रहा है, इसका जरा आवाज ज्यादा हो रहा है। ये देखना ये वाला प्लंज जो है ना, इसका मतलब नाम क्या है वो नहीं पता मुझे। और वो क्रेजी है। ये मेरी हीलिंग से ये मेरे को मर रहे हैं। हाँ मेरा फ्लिंस रिव्यू करोगे क्या? भाई रुको जरा, अभी तो जस्ट हमने ये किया है। अरे चल ली दादा फिर मत। अरे हाँ वही बोलो। वो मैंने अल्ट किया था, मैं बोला ये मैं मरा।
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
अरे मरा नहीं। हाँ ले मत। रुको रुको ये कंप्लीट एनए सर्वर मेरा एशिया सर्वर है। तुम्हारा फ्लिंस का इस पे डाल, अपने डिस्कॉर्ड पे डालो। मैंने डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक दिया है, थोड़ा ऊपर रुको पिन कर दूंगा 2 सेकंड। हाँ हो गया ना, मर गया नहीं। अरे यार ये टाइम वाला है, रुको जरा, तुमको डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर देता हूँ 2 सेकंड, उस पे स्क्रीनशॉट डाल देंगे।
On me.
2 सेकंड में इतना बस। साले हट। वेट, मैंने गलत हूँ? नहीं ना, मेरे को लगा मैंने। भाग 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 भाग।
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
अरे गिर गया। नहीं हेलना, रुको रुको, वापस वापस रुको, मैं तुम्हें ना सर्वर देता हूँ 2 सेकंड। यार नहीं होगा।
Spread your wings and soar toward a new dawn.
Fate's chosen Rubicon.
यार इसमें टाइम वाला सिस्टम क्यों लगा रखे?
One final
ब्रो इतने सारे क्यों आ गए तुझे? हैं, रुको तब तक तुम्हें ना ये दे देता हूँ। ये रहा डिस्कॉर्ड लिंक, जिसको मैंने किया पिन, डिस्कॉर्ड पे डाल देना तुम, ठीक है? उसमें चैनल भी डिस्कॉर्ड में सर्वर में अपने उधर स्क्रीनशॉट डाल। डिस्कॉर्ड लिंक चल रही है क्या? देख लो एक बार। नहीं चल रही क्या?
Walk forward and do not look back.
रुको इसको क्या है? कंट्रोल सी, कंट्रोल वी, अभी देखना एक बार। चल रही होगी तो अच्छी बात है, मैं तो कुछ देखना पड़ा।
Now, I know the
डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी
meaning
रहेगा एक्चुअली
of my
डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक।
name.
अरे डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक
After the
डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी
lengths you've made
है।
everyone go for you,
My
you
bad.
better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on, but they can wait until you're back.
ये वाला बहुत बड़ा है।
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius, but I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
एक है किधर अभी तक? ये इतने सारे सवाल्स।
I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oaths sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so, I'll deliver that letter.
ये किधर चले जा रहे हैं?
I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but If you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you.
He's already been in there.
Phew. This has been one long expedition.
From
here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead.
अभी भी बाकी है शायद पूरा नहीं हुआ है अभी
Hey everyone. It's been a mighty long time. I'm thrilled to see you all again.
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
इसने उठाया कैसे तो
Yeah. I'm home.
चलो क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट हो गया मेरा आवाज आने लगा एक लास्ट टाइम बाकी है ये पेड़ से शुरुआत की
It's been a while since I felt this wind on my face. All right then. I'm gonna stay here and enjoy the breeze for a little longer.
मिल के मिला है ओ और 60 कितना मिला इन टोटल एक इसका मिला शायद से 120 हुआ नहीं 120 से ज्यादा हाँ बोलना
Ready, steady, go!
Add Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon.
Echo Archon, whenever you are troubled.
We have put it. If you ever.
Mind the wind.
मेरा भी एक्सप्लोरेशन से घर निकालना हो गया था पर एक्सप्लोरेशन से भी कितना है आप मेरे
I've been waiting.
Mind your step.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
मैं अभी क्या करना चाहता हूँ
Let's dance.
अभी अपने पे है ना इसकी कमी है अपन इसके लिए लेंगे ये 2 बार करेंगे बाद में शाम को देखते हैं
A moonlit night for all.
Preparing for dust up. Installation chamber deployed.
अपन आर्टिफैक्ट्स के लिए वो 2 यूज कर सकते हैं अभी पर यार 9 ही मिला यार और थोड़ा और भी ज़्यादा तो अच्छा है और ज़्यादा ही कम है
sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Converge.
Nothing personal.
अपन पहले जीवाई को ही करेंगे, ठीक है? अपग्रेड करते हैं, उसके बाद इसको देखेंगे अपने। यार ज़्यादा 7 आ रहा है, मैं शाम को थोड़ा और कर लेंगे, ठीक है? तो एक 3 तक तो पहुंच जाएगा ना। अभी के लिए अपन ये वाले डोमेन में जाते हैं। ये वाले पे है ना, वो रेजिन उड़ा देते हैं अभी फिलहाल के लिए, ठीक है? वो जो 2 मिले।
Insulation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up.
Let's go.
एक ही उड़ाएंगे, ठीक है? अपन ज़्यादा इधर ज़्यादा
Annihilation mode.
Come here, you little rascal.
एक ही करेंगे, रोज एक ही करेंगे, ज़्यादा नहीं उड़ाने का। सैंड में भी अटैक ही मिल रहा है, ये तो गंदे रहता है हमेशा। इस बार गंदा मिला है, कुछ फायदा नहीं है।
I'll protect us.
लिटरेटी रखेंगे इस पे, चेंज नहीं करेंगे इस बार, क्योंकि अपने को क्रिट डैमेज ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए, क्रिट रेट ज़्यादा चाहिए। देख रहा हूँ इधर कम हो रहा है, इसलिए ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा देर लगेगा लग रहा है इसको बनने में। एक बार मेरे को ये भी चेक करना दो, एक फिल्टर, कंफर्म फिल्टर, जिस पे क्रिट रेट रहेगा ना वो अपन रखेंगे। जैसे अभी इसमें इतने हैं, इसमें ज़्यादा क्रिट रेट है। नहीं नहीं, इसमें ज़्यादा नहीं है, मेरे को लगा ज़्यादा है। एचपी मिला है, एलिमेंटल मछली, इसमें डिफेंस चाहिए था ना अपने को। इसमें मैंने एक ही लगाया ऑलरेडी। अच्छा इसमें गंदा मिला था ना, पर अच्छा मिला ही नहीं अपने को इसमें। एक जो लगाया वो भी क्रिट डैमेज का ही मिला, क्रिट रेट का मिल जाता ना तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है। इसमें क्रिट रेट है तो सही, पर बहुत कम है। अपग्रेड करो क्या थोड़ा बहुत तो एटलीस्ट। देखते क्रेडिट रेट बढ़ेगा कि नहीं। ठीक है, बढ़ा थोड़ा बढ़ा। क्रेडिट रेट बढ़ा दो प्लीज, एटलीस्ट 10 के आगे बढ़ दो क्रेडिट रेट को, मैं फिर यही लगा दूंगा। देखो 15 भी आ गया है। क्रेडिट रेट प्लीज। नहीं भाई, क्रेडिट रेट बढ़ाया ही नहीं उन्होंने, मेरे को क्रेडिट रेट बढ़ाएंगे। एक तो इसमें गॉबलेट भी अच्छा नहीं मिल रहा है मेरे को, और ये डिफेंस मिल रखा है। अच्छा नहीं, ये गंदा वाला लगा रखा है, उससे अच्छा फिलहाल तो ये थोड़ी देर के लिए तो फिर डिफेंस वाला मिल जाता। तो ये डिफेंस का मिलता ही नहीं क्या इसमें? मेरे को ऐसा लगता है मैं यही वाला अपग्रेड करूंगा मोस्टली। नहीं तो एक अपन यूज करके देखते हैं, इसको अपन हटा देते हैं और इसमें क्रिट क्रिट रेट वाला बढ़ेंगे, एलिमेंटल मार्कशीट और डिफेंस परसेंटेज। दिखते हैं अभी किसमें है। देखो ये वाला एक अच्छा है पर ये चेंज किया तो इधर क्या लगाया मैंने, ये लगाया, इसको चेंज करना पड़ेगा। इसमें भी अटैक मिल रखे है मेरे को, है ना? देखो समझा मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? ये देखो इसमें क्रिट रेट भी है, क्रिट डैमेज भी है और डिफेंस भी थोड़ा बहुत मिलेगा, क्योंकि इनमें सब में अटैक ही मिल रहा है। तो देखना तो क्या करना चाहिए मेरे को बताओ अभी। इसमें तो सभी ऑलमोस्ट पर ना, क्या बोलते हो, चाहे ये वाला लगा दे। ये इतना अच्छा नहीं, ये लगा सकते और इसके जगह पे कुछ तो दिखना पड़ेगा। इसमें क्रिट रेट मिला है यार, पर ये क्या है, पैरो डैमेज मिल रखा है इसमें यार। इसमें तो ये लगाना चाहिए मेरे को जियो है पर मेरे को जियो चाहिए नहीं है। देखो अपन ये स्विच कर दे थोड़ी देर के लिए। अपन ने पहले ये लगाया था पर जिससे मेरे को कुछ इतना अच्छा इफेक्ट नहीं लगा, तो अपन ये वाला लगाते फिलहाल। कि देखो क्रिट रेट ही चाहिए ना अपने को, वैसे भी दोनों अपग्रेड करके देखें। इसमें डिफेंस मिलेगा, इसमें डिफेंस नहीं है, इसके लिए मैंने नहीं, पर इसमें एलिमेंट्री मास्टरी मिल गई है। क्या इसको एलिमेंट्री मास्टरी चल लगी थी क्या, वो दिखते रुको। या फिर मैंने कुछ तो घोपला किया है, घोपला। हाँ वो देखते हैं। सैंड में डिफेंस, गॉबलेट में डिफेंस, क्रिट रेट और क्रिट डैमेज। इसमें भी क्रिट रेट डैमेज। देखो एलिमेंट्री मास्टरी तो लगने वाला, पर डिफेंस ज़्यादा उसके लिए ज़रूरी है ना, तो मैं इसमें यही लगा रहा हूँ। इसमें थोड़ा बहुत तो डिफेंस मिल रहा है यार। डिफेंस परसेंटेज चाहिए, मैं डिफेंस का परसेंटेज है ही नहीं इसमें। इसमें है 7.3 है ना, इसमें 6.6 है। ये बेटर है। और भी रहेंगे मेरे पे, वो दिखते हैं पूरा। आराम आराम से, कोई टेंशन नहीं। इसमें डिफेंस परसेंटेज भी नहीं है। डिफेंस इसमें 16 में है। इसमें डिफेंस +1 है। अच्छा नहीं, सॉरी सॉरी, इसमें डिफेंस देखो, इसमें परसेंटेज बढ़ रहा है, तो मैं परसेंटेज ज़्यादा प्रेफर करूँगा rather than this। देखो इसमें क्रिट डैमेज, इसके लिए नहीं ले रहा मैं। क्रिट रेट चाहिए, क्रिट रेट। बाकी सब में है ही नहीं। क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट रेट। रुको, इसको अभी जो है ना, अपन इसको पहले अपग्रेड करके देते हैं, ठीक है। देखो मेरे को अभी अच्छा से अपग्रेड करने का है इसको। चलो डिफेंस बन रहा है वो ठीक है, सब अभी सब डिफेंस में मत डालो भाई। क्रिट रेट भी दे दो, मेरे को क्रिट रेट की जरूरत है। चलो क्रिट रेट थोड़ा दिया, पर बहुत कम है वो। क्रिट रेट एक ही बढ़ा, प्लीज बढ़ा दे क्रिट रेट। क्रिट डैमेज बढ़ा दिया, मेरा क्रिट डैमेज ही बढ़ा दे के रखा है बस। रुको अभी देखना दो क्या सीन हो रखा है। 221 पहुंच गया भाई। वेपन भी इतना कुछ अच्छा है अपने पे, वो भी बता दूं मैं। क्या अपन इसको भी अपग्रेड करें, पर इसमें अपने को ये चाहिए, डिफेंस चाहिए, इसके लिए मैं अपग्रेड नहीं कर रहा। इसमें भी क्रिट रेट अनएक्टिवेटेड है। देखो अपन सेट फिल्टर करते ठीक है पहले, इसमें रहेंगे मेरे पास और दो नहीं, फिर वही ये वाला ही अच्छा है, तो अपने इसको अपग्रेड करते हो। क्रिकेट बढ़ा दो प्लीज। अबे पैसे खत्म हो गए मेरे। नहीं तो मैं रख रहा हूँ। चलो भाई जो नेक्स्ट लूट है अपन कल दिखते हैं।
Whenever I get to take a break, I always want a snack. I got some candy, fruit, and jerky. You want some?
देखेंगे ठीक, अपन रख रहे हैं अभी। चलो बाय।